Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 2, Episode 12. If you were new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows as well as scripted shows. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, welcome back. So we don't have any comments from last week's episode, so we're gonna jump right in. I'm gonna say this is a if we gonna tell it, then we gonna tell it all. The ladies, they're still downstairs talking about whatever's going on with Mary. Is she not going to take the money from the church? Is the people scared of her? Do they think is she God? This, that, and the third. And Heather's like, look here. We just had one friend that we found out was out here being a fraud and was out here victimizing people. If you know something, she's talking to Lisa, if you know something about Mary, you should let us know. We have the right to know if another friend is out here, being a fraud and victimizing people. This, and she's like, Cameron sold his house for $300,000 and gave it to Mary. Okay, this is where we at. We flash back to Lisa and Cameron meeting up. And he says that when Robert Sr. and Mary need money, they call a meeting at the church and they basically beat the people down until they get what they want. They paid for Mary's plastic surgery, one of them being when she had her odor glands removed. Heaven wants to know, if this is true, why would you still want to be friends with Mary? So just because just because I believe him doesn't mean I don't care for Mary. My friend was traumatized. He cried to me. He's very traumatized by what is going on. Lisa, she loves to like dip in and out of this. I'm crying, but I will cry for like 2 seconds and then I'll hop out of my cry because I need you to see these tears and see how emotional I am, even though it was only for 2 seconds and not one tear dropped. I need you to see that I am sincere and that I am emotional. Meredith says she's not going to sit there while they talk about her friend without evidence. She went through that last season when Jen was telling everybody to stand still and listen. Meredith and Seth is separated. Meredith and Seth, they seeing other people. She been through that before, and it like she had a little bit of drink in her system, and she just not here for it. She not here for the he say she say stuff. At one point, Lisa gets mad and like storms off. She's like, she's kind of trying to comparing Lisa, not Lisa, but Mary's situation about what she got going on with her church and Jen's situation. I was like, those are two different things because there is actual factual evidence about Jen. The FBI got involved with Jen. They wouldn't get involved and arrest her and charge her if they didn't have the evidence. They got evidence, they got witnesses, they got paper trails. What you have is somebody who used to go to Mary's church saying that she's doing A, B, C, and D. Now, evidence may come along later, but as at this point, there is no evidence. Where am I at? At one point in the middle of the night, Lisa scared her tail over there to Mary's room and was saying, basically filling her in what was going on, but not telling her the part she played in it and how she's the one that brought up the mess. Then sat back as everybody else filled in the puzzle piece. One of the things that she loves to do. Where we at? Oh yeah, like I said, she couldn't wait to go up there and tell Mary that what Whitney said your church believe your God. Then she threw Jen under the bus by telling her what Jen said about, yes, our people are scared of her at her church. But not one time did she say, I'm the one who brought this up. I am the one that presented the puzzle piece. The puzzle. I brought the puzzle and I let them fill it in. Therefore, my hands are clean. Yeah, Murray is a complete and utter mess. She goes to Jenny's room to bring Jenny some red bottoms. And I was like, that is a nice gesture. They made up because Jenny did her makeup for her. And she was like, I apologize what happened when we was out here snow tubing or whatever it's called. I was having a bad day. I apologize. She was like, I hope you accept me accepting your apology. And she was like, here's some red bottoms. She's like, oh, thank you. These are so cute. I can't believe you went out here and bought these for me. I didn't already have them. I'm like, Mary, you don't have to say exactly what's on your mind. You could have left it as, oh, it's no problem. She getting her confession talking about something. I didn't buy these. I had them at home. And I just grabbed them as I was walking out the door. I only gave them to Jenny because I needed room in my luggage. Ma'am, you did not have to say that. But I've realized that Mary, she the type of person that she don't realize it's coming off mean and nasty and ugly and just like, girl, you could have said that to yourself. She just says what's on her mind. Lisa's also being shady and messy. Like after all that stuff she talked about, um, and what kind of person Mary is, she goes to Heather's room in the middle of the night with Mary with gifts. Now she done got married all riled up. Now Mary don't want to be friends with Whitney, and now Lisa and Whitney are besties. Because Whitney was like, hey, Heather, like, I walked past your room, and like, your room is next to mine, and I hear you in the middle of the night just having a good old time with Mary and Lisa. Like, what's good? Like, last night you was feeling some type of way. And she was like, they popped in my room while I was sleeping, come in there, turning on lights, jumping on beds, wanting to braid my hair, giving me gifts. She's like, it was just completely and utterly weird. Yes. Meredith apologized to Mary for not bringing her the information what Cameron said. She's like, I know what it's like when somebody's going behind your back talking about you. I should have brought that information to you, and I shouldn't have brought it to Whitney. Whitney, I apologize for telling you and bringing you into this mess because it seems like me bringing it to you would open the door for you to tell me some stuff that you heard. And this is when Whitney was like, if we're going to tell it, we're going to tell it all. She says the only reason this was brought up is because Cameron brought it up. I wasn't gonna say anything, and Mary's like, Cameron told you. She was like, no. Lisa brought Cameron. Lisa brought Cameron to this by inviting him to an event, and he told Meredith. Lisa's like, what's happening? Oh my God, what's happening? What are we doing here? What's happening? And ma'am, what's happening is she's giving the whole piece of the puzzle. She's letting Mary know you brought the puzzle in. You opened up the door to what's going on at Mary's church and then sat back as everybody else was filling in. And then you went and ran and told Dad that, oh, Whitney was over talking cash money trash about you. Never once bringing in that you was the one who doggone it set this up. Whitney says, I'm just letting her know. She then breaks it down. Lisa invited Whitney and Meredith to an event. Then she invites Cameron, who knows Mary from the church. He spills the tea to Meredith and Meredith brings the information to her during the cooking class. She says she feels that Lisa dug up information about Mary. She's gonna spread it and plant seeds and have everyone do her dirty work and then sit back and say, I had nothing to do with it. I didn't say that. Lisa is getting mad because Whitney knows what she's up to and she's letting the rest of the group know what's going on. She's just not sitting back like, oh, you did this to me. She's letting everybody know this is the reason why the information was brought up. Lisa's tale brought Cameron to an event. Cameron told Meredith this how it went. Lisa invited me and Meredith to an event. I couldn't go. She had also invited Cameron. I know I'm saying this over again, but I need this video to be a little bit longer. Breaking it down because it sounds better as when I'm not reading it and I kind of sort of memorize it. Yeah, follow me. Lisa invited me and Meredith to an event. I couldn't show up. Lisa also invited Cameron. She's like, hey, Meredith, this is my friend Cameron. Hold on, somebody needs me over here. Let me go off. Cameron tells Meredith, who he's only known for a good 14 to 16 seconds. Yeah, I used to go to Mary's church, and there's a lot of things going on at church. You need to beware, watch out, watch your back, and all that other stuff. She was feeling some type of way. This is how Cameron got into the situation, and Meredith just happens to talk about it while we was at the cooking class. And since I was mad at Mary because she was over just treat me in the old type of nasty way, I was like, well, I heard some stuff too. I'm friends with her cousin. Her cousin and dropped some tea and spilled some tea and sold them some stuff. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but you gonna treat me dirty. I'm just gonna let it air it all out. Now, I'm just letting the group know this is how things played out. None of this would be happening had Lisa not brought Cameron up in the situation. Bam, boom, bam. Heather, she is mad because like everybody is saying how they really feel because they scared of Mary. And I was like, I think that is kind of true. Like everybody last night had something to say about Mary, but now everybody on hush mouth. Lisa says, we had a wonderful conversation last night. And she's like, did you tell her that your friend said he sold off his house and gave her the money? Because he was under her spell. I didn't say spell. Yeah. Mary, she's just upset that she would be put in the same category as, what's her name? Jen. Meredith, she's upset because we going off all this stuff and we don't have facts. This is this woman's church. This is this woman's faith. This is this woman's reputation. This is this woman's business. And y'all just playing in it like this. And she not here for it. Lisa, with all her nerve, gall, and audacity, basically started all of this. And then wants to blame Heather and Whitney for the way things handled. Ma'am, you brought this up. You wanted this to happen. You've been sitting back waiting because Lisa, she will play the long game. She will. You see how when somebody does something that she doesn't like and you're not falling in line of the way she wants to get things going on, she'll try to expose you. She did the same thing to Angie. When Angie wanted to be friends and be cousins with Whitney, who they just found out they cousins, I don't want you to be friends with her. I don't want you claiming her as your cousin. Oh, you gonna do that? I'm gonna have my caterer, my best good friend who owns a restaurant, not cater your event. And then to make it seem like you the liar that you are, or that I believe you are, I'm gonna bring Whitney to that said restaurant so that caterer can just come to the table, not say hi, just be like, I can't believe what Angie did to you. See, this is what I'm saying. She was mad at Mary some time ago, and I think she playing nice with Mary, but also I'm gonna get Whitney and Mary all at the same time, get these two mad at each other, playing a long game. But I think this is what is going it's the start of the crack in Lisa and Meredith's relationship. Because we did see some scenes where, like, it seems like they're not going to be doing too good this season. And I think it's because Meredith, she don't like the way that Lisa is moving. And she's just throwing stuff out there without any facts, not caring if it's going to hurt anybody. So, y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you were new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. This for y'all day, every day, for $3.99. Make sure your notifications are on. So when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, and share it with your people. You can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, oh, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.